Hello dear students, I welcome you back for lecture number 6 on the topic electric charges and field. So in previous class we had studied what is electric flux. So today we are going to study one more important concept, that is electric dipole. So electric dipole is a set of equal and opposite charges separated by certain distance. So how you define electric dipole? It is nothing but a set of equal and opposite charges, I would also call them as a point charges, opposite charges separated by some small distance, So electric dipole is nothing but set of two equal and opposite charges. So it is nothing but a set of two equal and opposite charges plus q and minus q separated by certain distance is called as electric dipole. We take the distance as 2d. In some textbook you will find written as 2l or 2a. Either of them will work. Okay. And this length is called as a dipole axis. The total length 2d. And this is called as a dipole center. So we give them a name as O. So this is the midpoint of the dipole. So obviously this distance will be d and this will be d. So dd will together comprise what? 2d. So electric dipole is nothing but set of equal and opposite charges separated by certain distance. Some small distance is called as electric dipole. So here we are going to study one more important thing, that is electric dipole moment. Now time being you just understand what is dipole. It is set of two equal and opposite charges. In chemistry also you will come across this dipole, like Na plus Cl minus is a dipole. Whenever I say the word dipole, di means two and pole means polarity, whether plus minus, minus minus or plus plus. So here dipole is nothing but the polarity of the charges separated by certain distance. Two charges plus minus, like Na plus Cl minus, H2O, H2 plus O minus. So one more thing, that is electric dipole moment. Electric dipole moment is defined as product of one of the charges and the distance between them. So what is electric dipole moment? Electric dipole of an is defined as the product of one of the charges and the distance between them, and electric dipole moment is denoted by a letter P. So how you put that mathematically? P is equal to product of one of the charges. You take either plus or minus q and the distance between them. The distance was 2d or 2a you can take, or 2r also you can take, or 2l also you can take. Okay. The direction of electric dipole is always from minus q to plus q. Okay, the direction of the electric dipole is always minus q to plus q. Okay, I can also write electric dipole in vector form. Okay, since electric dipole is the vector quantity, and what is its direction? Minus q to plus q, where p is the unit vector pointing from minus q to plus q. Remember the net charge on an electric dipole. What will be the net charge on an electric dipole? Obviously it will be 0, because plus q and minus q both have same magnitude but opposite in nature. So it is quite obvious that net charge on an electric dipole will be 0. So net charge on electric dipole is always 0. But what about the electric field? Electric field, will it be 0? No. Net charge or net charge will be 0, but what about electric field? It will be never 0. Okay, due to dipole, because electric field due to dipole will be not equal to 0, because two charges are separated by certain distance. Whether the distance is very small, but there is certain distance between them. Because of that reason there is a little bit of electric field generated there. Okay, and also we are going to find what is the expression for electric field due to dipole along the axial line and also along the equatorial line. So this much is clear about the dipole. what we started with? Electric dipole. Electric dipole is nothing but it is a set of two equal and opposite charges separated by certain distance. How you show in the terms of diagram? Minus q plus q show certain distance. I give a name them as a 2d. Okay, the length is called as, the distance between minus q and plus q is called as a dipole axis, and the center is known as a dipole center. Okay, then from that I split 2d into 1d and 1d. Together we comprise 2d. Again remember, electric dipole is a vector quantity. Can I take a SI unit of electric dipole moment? What is a dipole moment? SI unit will be what? Q. Q is coulomb and 2d is distance, that is meter. Coulomb meter is the SI unit of the electric dipole moment. So P is measured by Q into 2d, and in terms of vector I can write Q 2d into vector P, which is unit vector pointing from minus q to plus q. The direction of the dipole moment is always pointing from minus q to plus q. The net charge on an electric dipole is always 0 because they are two equal charges, equal in magnitude but opposite in nature. Okay, then as a result the net charge on an electric dipole will be always 0, whereas the net electric field or whatever electric field I get, it will be never 0 because the two charges are separated by certain distance. Have you understood regarding electric dipole? Okay. So now we are going to find the expression for the electric field due to this dipole. Okay, it's very simple derivation, a bit lengthy too, and it is one of the most important derivations. In exam you can expect to get this derivation. If not this derivation, then sure you will get one problem in your board exams. Now write the heading: expression for electric field due to dipole along the axial line, Now this term is very important. Now here we are interested to find electric field due to dipole. Now before, in earlier classes we were interested in only electric field due to one single charge, but here now we have two charges, and those two charges are bounded together with certain distance 2d, and that two charges will give rise to one new external electric field or new electric field. So that electric field is because of this dipole. Now how you put that into consideration? Now consider a dipole, okay, having charges plus q and minus q separated by a distance 2a. You can take 2a or 2d or 2l, makes no difference, okay. And this will be dipole center O, and this will be distance a, and this also will be a. This total is dipole axis. You should always take from the center, okay. Here now these two charges or this one dipole will generate a space around it, and that space we call it as what? Electric field, in which another charge will experience electrostatic force of attraction or repulsion. That is quite obvious. Earlier classes we had studied what is electric field due to this one charge or this one charge, but now we have a set of charges which is known as electric dipole, and we are interested to find electric field due to this dipole. Okay, and here they have mentioned in this derivation electric field due to dipole along the axial line. So which is the axis? This is the dipole axis. So along either this axis or this axis. Okay, that we are going to find it out today. So the derivation will be of 5 marks. Okay, so I'll just write it, draw it properly. So I have a dipole plus q, one more dipole, one more charge, not a dipole, together are called as a dipole. One more charge is minus q. This is the dipole center. This distance is a, this distance is a, and the total distance is 2a. Okay, remember the diagram. Okay, now they have clearly mentioned that they want electric field due to dipole along the axial line. So maybe this axis or maybe this axis. I know the electric field is the space around the charge, but we are particularly interested to find what is electric field along this axis. So you consider any point P here, and we are interested to find electric field at this point P. Then this from this point P to this distance, you give a name as R. R is the distance from the point at which electric field is to be calculated from the dipole center. Now you know that this is plus charge, and plus will give rise to electric field, and as a result it will give rise to electric field lines. And in earlier classes we have seen that always for a positive charge electric field lines are always radially outwards. So this will be E plus Q, pointing electric field outside away. And this charge, which is a negative charge, it will also give rise to electric field, and it will be pointing radially inwards. Please take care of this arrow mark. The arrow mark indicates why this arrow mark is shown outwards from the dipole, because it is electric field due to plus Q. This arrow mark, why it is pointed inwards, because electric field due to minus Q. Now these two electric field will give me one resultant electric field, that will be E, and that E is because of these two charges. Okay, have you understood? Shall we start the derivation? Okay, you have to draw it first. Shall I erase? So you are expected to draw a proper diagram, okay, without proper labelings you won't fetch any marks. Now have you understood the diagram? Okay, so the electric field, so first you have to write consideration you can write, right? Now electric field due to plus Q charge, it will be E plus Q. Electric field due to plus Q charge, it will be E plus Q. So it will be E plus Q. What will be electric field? 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q divided by R minus A square. R minus A square. Now how you see here? You refer the diagram for this, okay? So this was plus Q, and this was minus Q, and this was dipole center O, and this total distance was, this was A, this was also A, and the total distance was 2A. Now I was interested to find electric field at this point P, which is at distance R from this distance, where electric field will be in this direction for E plus Q, and electric field will be in this direction for minus Q. Now electric field due to plus charge, you know that we had got expression for the electric field, which was 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q divided by R square. Now here due to plus Q, look into this diagram, 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q divided by R minus A square. See here, electric field due to this plus Q, due to this plus Q. So see here students, charge is here and the total distance is this much. So I want this distance. So this distance will be what? R minus A will give me this distance. See here, please understand. Electric field due to plus Q, due to this charge. So due to this charge, electric field at this point will be what? This distance. So how much is this distance? This minus this. So R minus A will give me electric field at plus Q. Are you understanding? Give this as equation number 1. Similarly, now you tell me E minus Q. Electric field due to minus Q will be what? Minus Q is here and point is here. So this much will be total distance. So how to write this? 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q divided by, see, minus Q is here, point P is there. So total distance will be this much. So R is this much and remaining A is this much. So shall I write R plus A the whole square? Is it fine? See, refer the diagram for this, okay, or else it is very difficult to understand. So have you understood this? Okay. Now I have two electric fields. Why two electric field? Because it is a dipole. Now these two electric field will give me a resultant electric field at point P, that is E. So E will be what? E plus Q plus E minus Q. Yes or no? Are you understanding? E plus Q and E minus Q. I'll write this minus. Okay. Now just simply add this. That will give you what? Resultant electric field. So E will be how much? 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q divided by R plus A the whole square minus Q divided, I have taken 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught common, R minus A the, sorry, R minus A the whole square, R plus A the whole square. So what I have done, I have just simply added this term and I have taken 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught common. So what will be inside? Q divided by r minus a the whole square minus, why minus? Because this is minus charge. So plus minus will be minus q divided by r plus a the whole square. I guess I can also take q common. So shall I take q common? So what I will write here is 1 divided by, and I'll write a q here also, 1 divided by. So are you understanding what I have done? What is E? E plus q plus E minus q. So E plus q is 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught q divided by r minus a the whole square, and same thing here. Just instead of plus there is minus, and here r minus a square, here r plus a square. So q is common and 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught is common. Take it common and keep it outside the bracket. So what will be inside? 1 divided by r minus a square. Plus of minus will be minus 1 divided by r plus a the whole square. So now go on solving this equation. Now see your students, LCM of r minus a square and r plus a square will be what? R minus a square and r plus a the whole square. Yes or no? And now cross multiply. This will be r plus a the whole square minus r minus a the whole square. See your students, simple mathematics. What I have done, I have taken LCM of this r minus a the whole square, r plus a the whole square. LCM will be r minus a the whole square, r plus a the whole square. So cross multiply this, this will be r plus a the whole square minus r minus a the whole square. Okay, shall I erase now this part? Okay. Now go on solving this sum. So E will be q divided by r is 1 q divided by 4 pi epsilon naught. Now you can split this equation. Is it in the form of a plus b the whole square? Then a plus b the whole square is a square plus b square plus 2ab. So r plus a the whole square will be what? R square plus a square plus 2ab, that is 2ar, minus of a square, again r minus a the whole square, then a square plus b square minus 2ab. So a square plus b square minus 2ab, that is minus 2ar, whole divided by r minus a the whole square and r plus a the whole square. Are you understanding, students? Now open the bracket. E equals to q divided by 4 pi epsilon naught r square plus a square plus 2ar minus, open the bracket, minus r square, minus plus will be minus a square minus minus will be plus 2ar divided by r minus a the whole square, r plus a the whole square. Is it in the form of a square, a plus b the whole square, a minus b the whole square, that is a square minus b square? Yes or no? So shall I write r square minus a square the whole square? See here, it is in the form of a plus b, a minus b. What is the formula for this? A plus b, a minus b, a square minus b square, and the square here. So is it easy to understand? Okay. Now I'll erase this. At any point, if you're not understanding, please comment and tell me. Okay. So see here, now you can eradicate certain terms. Now plus r square will go with minus r square, plus a square will go with minus a square. So what you are left with? 2ar plus 2ar. So that is equal to q divided by 4 pi epsilon naught. 2ar plus 2ar is nothing but 4ar divided by r square minus a square the whole square. See students, are you understanding what I have done? I just eradicated these terms which were equal and opposite, r square plus r square with minus r square plus a square with minus a square. So I am left with what? Plus 2ar and plus 2ar, that is 4ar. 2 plus 2 is 4. Now students, see here, that's what I was trying to tell you, q 4 pi epsilon naught. So if you remember, I had told you dipole. What is dipole? Dipole is denoted by P, and P is nothing but our product of one of the charges and the distance between them. Whether that distance can be 2a, 2d, 2l, whatever. The labelings are not important here. That is your consideration. So dipole is what? P equals to q2a. So here q is there, a is there, 2 is not there. What you are going to do? You are going to split this 4 here. So can I write 4 as 2 into 2ar into the bracket r square minus a square the whole square? Is it not? Nothing wrong into this, right? So what I have done, I have simply splitted this 4 into form of 2 2s are 2 into 2, so that I can get P in terms of Q2A. So now I have Q, also I have 2, and also I have A. So Q2A is nothing but what? A dipole moment, which is again a P. So now again, let me erase this. Now students, just here, E equals to 1 divided by 4 pi epsilon naught. So shall I write Q2A as P? See here students, Q2A. So you are left with what? 2 and R. So that is 2 and R. And what is this? R square minus A square, the whole square. So this is the expression for the electric dipole. This is the expression for electric field due to the dipole along the axial line. So in some textbook or in some books, you can further still reduce this equation. Now, if you look at this distance, the dipole distance is very less compared to the electric field at a point P. So see here, if you remember the diagram, plus Q was here, minus Q was here. This was the dipole center, and this was distance 2D, and this was D or A, whatever it is. Don't mind for the labelings, okay? And this point P is somewhere here. So if I compare this point, this distance from the dipole and this distance, we can consider that this distance is, the small distance is negligible compared to this big distance. So shall I write here distance R is very greater than distance A? Anything wrong into this? So R is very less than A. R is very greater than A. So shall I write R square minus A square is nearly equal to R square only? Are you understanding? So here it's a big C, and you are just taking one glass of water from it. Does it make any difference to the C? No. So similarly, this R is very huge, long distance compared to the distance A. So shall I reduce this R square minus A square is nearly equal to R square? Or in exam you can stop it here only. Okay, this is further steps that we can reduce. So since R is very greater than A, I can reduce R square minus A square is nearly equal to R square. You are supposed to write this condition sideways, okay? Did not show in your paper, okay? Or else you can mention, not a big deal. So 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught 2pr. So what I am doing here, R square minus A square is nearly equal to R square and the whole square here. Is it not? So R square minus A square, what is the reason you are going to write? Since R is very greater than A, therefore R square minus A square is nearly equal to R square. Please understand this statement. So R square minus A square, I am reducing it to R square, this whole square. So again further what will I get here? E equals to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught 2pr to the power R square, the whole square will be R to the power 4. R to the power 4. So students, what I am going to get here is, can I cut 1 R with 1 R? So I am going to get E equals to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught 2p divided by R cube. So this is the expression for electric field due to dipole along the axial line. You can also write the same equation in vector form. Electric field will be 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught 2p R cube into vector R, where R cap is the unit vector pointing from minus q to plus q. Have you understood this derivation? It is one of the most important derivation. Okay, as well you are going to solve problems on this equation. So just remember that electric field is due to dipole is what do I get? Equation 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught 2p divided by R cube. Actually you can stop a derivation here, or else further you can reduce some step just to impress your evaluators. Okay, have you understood this? Okay, so one more derivation we are going to study, that is electric field due to dipole now along the equatorial line. Okay.